All right, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Baruch HaKorash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim wa Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Another video through the Spirit, your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. This one right here, y'all, a combination of two videos, and a picture I'm going to throw in. I got this video, and I got something, a picture that I took, I was watching this popular video game, right? Certain brothers know about it, Arc Raiders, right? I was watching this nigga play it on YouTube. A young Jake, bro. He's like, what, 18, 19? He's playing this video game, right? His character that he created in the video game is a black man like himself. He goes and shoots a guy, right? Beats a guy in a little gun battle. And the guy, as he's dying, what's he start doing? Abusing him with racial slurs. Oh, you effing nigga, at least I'm not a nigga. Kill yourself. And it's like, and so the young Jake, he's playing the game, he's a streamer, he's trying to have a good time, but you could tell it fucked his countenance up. He's like, man, I don't get why they resort to that. He's like, dude, we're just playing a fucking virtual game online. Well, what our people have to realize is this: look, your enemy, the so-called white man, he doesn't even want to see you in his imagination, right? And like, this guy is going to highlight this video because this is for any of you brothers, you know about gaming, or about the online space. Not only are the Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, not only are we mistreated in real life, but obviously and horribly so in the online world. And so the whole point of this video, y'all, the New World Order system that Esau Edom is about to introduce, it's not for us. They are sick and tired of us. We're faster than them. We're stronger than them, right? We got that blessing that their women love to ride. They're sick and tired of us in reality, so you best believe they're tired of you. They don't even want you in their imaginary and virtual spaces. Hence, when you look at the media over all the years, they've done their best to try to keep your representation out. And whenever they do see it, right, they'll label it blackwashing, which certain times, there will be, right? Certain times they'll try to say Jake did or was a part of certain things we weren't. Nevertheless, if they hate you in real life, of course they're going to hate you digitally. But the thing that I found interesting about it, y'all, as the young Jake who was streaming, a dude hopped on the comment board basically saying, we're the Israelites. You going through this because we're the Israelites type deal. And it just goes to show you, y'all, no matter where we at, we can't escape this truth. We are presented with the facts of Jacob versus Esau, even in something as minute as streaming a damn video game, y'all. We are two groups of people that are always at odds, and we never agree. I'm gonna just get that real quick. We'll start that off. We're gonna go to Genesis 25, right? This rivalry that we have, y'all, it dictates the course of events on the earth as we know it. The hatred between these two people, straight up. Genesis 25 and 23. And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. We are the stronger people. They are sick of it. They hate it. They hate us. They are tired of us. They hate our guts, y'all. And so they have set many systems in play to try to keep us down and undermine us. That's why they don't like the Black Panther movie and shit, right? That's why they if y'all remember, some years ago, brothers did videos on it. You had the Mortal Kombat game where Jax, the black military character, had got the good ending where he basically goes back in time and fixes the world. He stopped slavery, right? Created a utopia for his people. And who got mad about it? Racist Edomites, right? Racist white boys. Why? Because they hate you. We are two different kinds of people. What they deem good is bad to us, right? What is good to us is bad to them. We're complete contrary. And we're going to come to a clash in this world. And it is going to determine the destiny of humanity, my nigga. So what I'm gonna do actually is just play the clip first. It was this dude, right? This young Jake, right? This is a little video game. I'm gonna just let it play for a little bit, right? He shoots the dude, then you hear the dude calling him all kinds of slurs. I'm gonna just let it play.
What? Wait. Why are you upset?
Fucking nigger.
Why are you upset?
Nigger.
That's cool. That's cool. Why are you upset though?
I'd be upset if I was black, but I'm not. I'm not upset. I'm happy.
I know I'm fine. I'm fine.
Couldn't be happier. No.
Yo, hey, don't shoot me. I'm just asking this guy why he's so mad. Can you not shoot me? We can fight if you want to, bro.
No. Kill him. He's a dirty coon.
Okay.
He needs to die. Get him his kind. Get him out of here.
Okay.
Hey, bro. I heard the shirt when I spawned in. That shit was crazy.
Okay.
And that's funny. So you see the dude who showed up shot the guy down for being, for hurling racial slurs.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why he's so mad. I don't know why he's so upset, bro.
And so, and y'all, hey, for any brothers, you be on gaming, y'all, this is something we just deal with as Israelite men, right? If you best the Edomite, bro, and he, if he understands you're a Jake, that's immediately what they go to. F and N, and you heard him, he called him a coon. This is somebody's child, y'all, right? And Jake's a Jake, he, probably ain't gonna make it, at least he repent. But you hear that you send your children out into this world, you send your children to this man's school system, and everywhere they go, they're reminded that they're absolutely hated. So what is our solution? We can't even find peace on a fucking on a damn game. Y'all can't not be demons to us. So what are we supposed to do? And so right here, I'm just showing you the pictures, because I was up late night watching it, and the interaction, it kind of woke me up. Then right here, somebody had posted this. Somebody right here, right? Somebody right here. This is transpiring on a damn video game, y'all. He says, I'm happy I'm black. We are the real Jews, Indians, and original Egyptians. Lol, haha, losers. Now he's going off on that part on the Egyptians, right? And he's going off by real Indians. He's probably, because you had that stupid cunt Dane Calloway, was it Dane Calloway, who was running around? He's, was one of the dudes pushing that we the real Indian. That's a bunch of BS. But the guy is on point about the part right here that we are the real Israelites, right? He says the term Jews, but we understand the Israelites. And so as this stream was going on, the guy that you see up there in the corner, he's talking. He's like, the concept of race, it's a recently created thing by the Europeans, right? Basically, y'all, he starts giving now I don't know if he, watches brothers or not, but he was giving, he was breaking things down. He wasn't using Israelite terms, right? But he was saying how, the concept of race was created by the so-called white man as a tool of white supremacy, so that they could flex their authority on the world and put themselves in position, to have land and property that black people couldn't as slaves and former slaves. And as he was, so he's having this conversation, and that same guy, he goes on to put another text in the live stream. He says, created by some man named Blumenblock. All right, and as we know, because brothers have gone over plenty of times, the apostles, right, Elder Malcolm, that he's referring to Johann Blumenblock, right, who divided people's race, by way of color, right, and intelligence. So the whole point of this, y'all, it doesn't matter where you go in this world, you're going to be confronted with this reality. Us versus them. Jacob versus Esau. It's full blown. It's everywhere. It's in every facet of society. It's in every damn thing that we do. We can't run from it. They hate us. We hate them. We're completely divided one from amongst another. We'll never get along. We are never going to get along. Let me get I'm gonna get Amos straight up. Real simple. And I'm gonna get back to that other video. Amos 3:3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? And the answer is no. Hey, the scripture I like to go to a lot in Sirach 13. What fellowship have the hyena? What does it say? The hyena and the dog, right? Hey, you look in nature, the snake and the mongoose, right? They're two natural enemies. And you look in nature of the cat and the dog, right? fish and the bird. We are natural opposites, and we will never come together. And many of our people, when instances like that happen and they get their nigga reminder card, it's a shock to them. But it shouldn't be, because they are your enemies. How many more reminders do you need? You can't even play the fucking game to relax without this devil on your damn head. Another one real quick. Hey, and then Esau is the, you know, they're the ones causing this damn beef, right? I want to get Obadiah 1 and 10. Here you go. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So Esau Edom is the constant antagonizer. He's the one who is constantly poking at us, screwing us over, and he will be repaid. Something that Edomite who did that, you gonna suffer. Even though that Jake is just a young Jake kid in the world, in the kingdom of heaven, he is an Israelite, and he will be a part of the lineage of the rulers of the world, and you're gonna have to pay for that. Esau, and in this side, in this world, they're the rulers, they're the people, right? They have the system behind them, but in the world to come, we're going to be the ones ruling. We're going to be the ones, we can say what we want to them, and they don't have any recourse. They can't get any justice about it. All right. So now let me come back here, man. Let me let this video play finally. They don't even like thinking about you. So of course they're gonna treat you like shit whenever they get the opportunity.
I've been meaning to talk about this for a while now, and it's a topic some have already discussed in a way, but I wanted to throw my 2 cents into the ring. What I am referring to is black people in fiction, whether it's sci-fi, high fantasy, or in between. One thing that I've noticed, and that many have also noticed, is that people have a strong reaction to seeing black people in specific settings. What I mean is, to some people, they need a justifiable reason for why black people exist in these fictional worlds. They can never just be. Now,
because they hate you. They want to exterminate us. What did Esau say? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm laying the groundwork. Y'all should already know. Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. This is deeper than some skin color. They hate us for who we simply are as a people. Because we are the chosen and they are not. They are the ones whom the Heavenly Father has put aside, and in their spirit they can feel it. They know that we're better than them. Hence, they've had to keep us down. Goddamn dickheads. 2nd Esdras, wrong, chapter 3 and 16. It says, unto him thou gavest Isaac, and unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob and Esau. As for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee, and put by Esau, and so Jacob became a great multitude. Esau has been disregarded of the Heavenly Father, while Jacob and his people were set up precious, elect, chosen. What does it say in Isaiah? My servant Jacob, whom I have chosen. And so they hate that. And so in their little mythological worlds, where they're the gods and kings, when you show up, it reminds them how fucking little they actually are. And they hate it.
In these fictional worlds, they can never just be. Now, I am not talking about blackwashing in this case, as that's another discussion to be had. I am more referring to seeing originally black characters in fictional worlds and still having issues with it. Black people have always been in fiction, and there have been many pioneers pushing for it for a while now, but that hasn't changed people's reaction. The reason why I'm talking about this is that recently, well, it was a week ago or something, there was a massive discussion within the Warhammer community about the inclusion of a black character in a specific faction. Let me give you the rundown.
Hey, and Warhammer is a famous, book and game series. I fucks with it. Hey, some of you brothers might know about it, right? They don't want to imagine you in the future in space, because Esau wants to have exterminated us by then, so that they can roam the galaxies, just fucking up all existence everywhere. These are some sick people, right? Hey, y'all, and that's how you know the only difference between the elites and the lower end peons is money, because the lower end ones hate us just like the elites do. The only difference is their financial status. ain't no such thing as a good Edomite. All of them have to be wiped out. All right, Israelite foreigners and the actual heathen are two different things. All right.
There was a discussion about the Warhammer series in which a Marine unit called the Space Wolves features black people. For the record, this whole discourse stemmed from an upcoming DLC, and some people felt like this specific faction shouldn't have any black people in it due to it being inspired by Scandinavian Viking culture.
And what they don't know, which, you know, Elder Malcolm brings out famously, that the Israelites, right, were the actual original Vikings. The black people who were running around in Europe until the Edomites resurrected, right, or by way of what? The Renaissance, right? We were actually the Vikings, and that's not blackwashing. We, by account, were those people in those lands, right? Esau Edom, once again, you know, he's had such a campaign of running around and twisting up history that when real history gets exposed, it really, you know, fucks him up. He doesn't like to see us anywhere, y'all.
Keep in mind, we're talking about a universe set 40,000 years in the future, where the Earth as we know it no longer exists, and humanity has colonized millions of planets. The lore in this universe is literally crazy and rich, with shit happening that is beyond comprehension, and yet a black guy, or for argument's sake, a dark-skinned Fenrisian, is hard for them to accept.
Yeah, that's funny, y'all. You know, literally, you know, there's aliens and demons and, you know, motherfuckers teleporting, spiritual power, you know, that's all fine and dandy, but let them see a nigga and they going crazy. Yeah, because he hates you. He saw the so-called white man as your enemy, and he makes it evident every fucking day, every opportunity he can. At every corner of anything you can try to put yourself in this life, we are constantly at a variance. There's nowhere you can go to escape this man's hatred. So that leaves you with two options: either hate him back or be a coon and just lick his boots. And we choose to hate the nigga back, and many of our people choose to be coons, and it ain't gonna go well for you. They're gonna use you and dispose you as they've always done historically.
During this whole ordeal, I observed all manner of explanations given for why such a character couldn't be in this faction, from the planet being too cold for dark-skinned characters to the recent addition of black characters just being DEI. This isn't the first time it has happened, so why is it that people get all up and tight when they see black people in fantasy, sci-fi, or anything else? The truth is, just like the Warhammer series, a lot of people, when they think of fiction, they think of European fiction, or to be more precise, white fiction. And that goes for literally most fictional genres created in the West. Every fantastical world is set in either the European Middle Ages.
And that shows you who's in power. If every time you think about something, these people's image pops up in your head, what does that mean? That means that they dominate the earth, and it's without argument. That's why they get mad when they see somebody that doesn't look like them. So you Christian apologists, you can all go eat dicks. This world is clearly ran by the system of white supremacy. It is without argument. And they have set themselves up to be the premier people. And we are not in their future plans. Although you're gonna have niggas who get chipped, right? If Esau Edom had his time, the plan would be to wipe out the seed of Jacob, as the heathen have always planned. They've always wanted to wipe us out so that they can run around the earth and, you know, do heathen shit all damn day. Psalms 83:2, it says, "For lo, thine enemy For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes." Who was the first set of heathens we see? The Edomites, our mortal fucking enemy. They are the leaders and at the hedge of wanting to wipe us out. And they've done so in every means possible. And one of the big ones is wiping out our image and our face in the world and putting up themselves as the kings, the rulers, the saints, the gods. And they're not. And so when you remind them of that, they don't like it. They don't like it one bit.
genres created in the West, every fantastical world is set in either the European Middle Ages or a futuristic version of a Western country or city, which creates a mindset among some of these people that black people shouldn't be in these worlds. And even if the world is set in space, people still cannot fathom why black people are there and get mad when they see too many of them on different planets. I'll get back to this point later. Now you might say to yourself, hold up, these fantasy worlds have orcs, dragons, and magic, but the idea of black people being in the world is immersion breaking.
Yes, because they want to wipe you out. They don't like you. Because in the real world, they look up, right? Their sister is getting fucked by a black guy. Their aunt's getting fucked by a Mexican, right? They're tired. Esau once escaped to a perfect Edomite utopia. And here come your ass whooping him on the sticks. You know? So of course he gonna hit you with some slurs.
It sounds crazy when you think of it that way, but to understand why some white people have that reaction, you need to see it from their eyes. A lot of white people in this case see these fantasy worlds as their playrealm, a reality created just for them to explore and be the hero. As much as it may be tough for some non-whites to accept, the perfect fantasy world for most white people is a world devoid of non-whites. Or at least if there have to be other non-whites in their world, they need to be sidelined, very small in number, or seen as the exotic foreigners only there to further their narrative. This includes having a city or a kingdom that is predominantly of just their white people. It's kind of a reflection of how they are in real life and their desires. The same is true for East Asians too.
It's a reflection of how they are in real life and their desires. And that's where I'm gonna leave it, y'all. Esau Edom doesn't like you in the real world, so of course he won't like you in the digital. So by process of elimination, you would have to reasonably conclude that the New World Order system that the elite are going to attempt to set up, yeah, they may have some of you niggas holding doors, but the end-all goal would be to wipe all of us out. They do not like us under any circumstance. And what more of a reminder do our people fucking need? They don't even want to see you in fucking make-believe land. They're tired of us here in the real world. Why? Because we are the chosen and they are not. And Esau Edom, hey, it's going to be a wonderful thing to finally wipe this bitch out, and for him to make him bow down and to acknowledge that we are the chosen. How about that? And I'm gonna get something out of Baruch, and I'll end on this. Just a little, a little pick me up, right, type deal, right? So they treat us like shit. They dog us. They do us crazy. But at the end of it all, we know that we're gonna get these bastards back. So don't fret. If you get called the N-word on the game, just report the nigga. And that's actually what the young dude went and did. He reported him. So that type of shit. Hey, do them even better, right? Get their account banned. Now they can't play nothing. They got to go buy a whole new console. That's how you get their ass back. Get their ass banned, right? Then they gonna be sitting there crying like a bitch. Baruch 4, and I'm gonna start right at 25. It says, "My children." Oh, excuse me. Verse 24. It says, "Like as now the neighbors of Zion," says Sion, "have seen your captivity, so shall they surely see your salvation from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the power, for thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but surely thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck." So that's how this is gonna wrap. That's how this wraps up. They hate us. They want to exterminate us. Well, guess what? We're actually gonna wipe you the fuck out. You saw us be down bad in our downtrodden state, and now you're soon gonna see our glory and rise and return to power through Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. And it's gonna be the white man's living fucking nightmare. The people he beat down and disenfranchised so hard and tried to convince the world that we're nothing, we're gonna rise up and be the greatest. In Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rachakurash, baby. So I'm all here for it, man. Just a real quick little video. And we give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rachakurash. I cut the video by accident. Just doing the outro again. Give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rachakurash, the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa'akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Shalom.